Satanic work in the end time. The entire universe in turmoil. The rages of the dark forces near the end. The enemy works with cunning and treachery. It is the time of the end. You men do not know what this means in spiritual relationship, because in the whole universe there is a revolt in the spiritual world about which I know, and also let the light world take note, so that they protect the inhabitants of the earth against the onrush of dark spirits. The dark forces feel it that a new epoch also begins for them, that their unfortunate work comes to an end, that they are again beaten into a fetter, from which they cannot free themselves. And that is why they rage in exaggerated proportion, driven by their Lord, who in his blindness believes that he has first gained the power to gain dominion over all creations and their inhabitants. Whatever intrigues can be devised, he and his followers will carry them out and cause confusion with them that is unparalleled. And you men are the target of attack of these dark forces. You are constantly surrounded by dangers and do not suspect it, but you would be frightened if you could take a look and see which grotesque figures crowd around you and try to poison you with their rule. It is the time of the end, which is feared by those creatures as torment, which is why also their goings-on get worse and worse, and you men need a strength and protection to not be at their mercy. But they cannot get hold of the ones who are mine, because these always unite with me and stand in the ray of my Son of Love, which they flee. But they will also leave no stone unturned to spread a shadow over my love light ray. Especially then when the ones who are mine are not careful, if they take pleasure in the blinding lights that are feigned to them by those forces, if they cannot free themselves from worldly desires and thereby offer those forces a means of approaching them. The tempter lurks everywhere and will not, and he works with cunning and treachery. But he can be recognized by the ones who are mine, because he will always betray himself even if he hides under a cloak. He shrinks from nothing. He speaks to men by mouth when he thereby promising success. And that is the great danger that threatens you men in the times of the end, that you suspect an angel of light where darkness comes to you in a mask. But I stand by you who want to recognize the right and do the right. I will not let you fall victim to him who I let my light shine at the right time. But I cannot yet deny him his work, because it is his last attempts, which therefore outdo everything in wickedness, because he knows that he no longer has much time. It is his last efforts to wrest power from me, because his spiritual blindness becomes deeper and deeper the more he rages against me. And you stand in the middle of this fight and often do not recognize it. But my light beings protect you on my behalf, you who are and want to remain mine, and they lead you victoriously out of this last fight. Amen.